Hi, everybody. Okay, we already have somebody here. Hi, my name is. If you're joining this live and you're not subscribed, please do that right away because today we're going to get into thing. Thank you all for watching the vlog, everything. Today we're going to talk about Ghana's vaccine mandate. We've all been on pins and needles, not knowing if it's going to be a thing. We talked about it already in the video on this channel, and it's like it's going to be a thing. So I'm going to invite more people here. I'm actually going to drop the link below. So if you want to come up with me, let me do it right now. Okay. If you want to come up here and share your opinions and anything, just right down there. It will bring you up on stage and you can talk to everybody, get all your feelings and your opinions and everything out. Because on Sundays, we're here for 30 minutes. So I am just expecting you all to, join, and let's get everything going. Now, Ghana's vaccine mandate is a real thing now, and I want to know what you guys feel about it. Like, what do you think about it? What do you feel about it? I have somebody in here, Jendai's fine. Sorry, I think it's a good idea, especially since a lot of people in that country cannot afford healthcare. It's a good way to protect the country from outsiders. Okay, great. So that is what she's saying now. There are two schools of thoughts and stuff, but I'm just gonna wait for people to get in here so that we can share more. I'm actually just sharing the link. So when you come inside the room, make sure you share the bell. Just come in here. Let's have a conversation about Ghana's vaccine mandate. All right, that's what we're gonna do today. Hold on a minute. Let me just share it with people, and then we can get going. All right, so I'm sharing it. If you come in here, you can join me, and by sharing it is okay. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? There's some of you live. Tap on the link, join me here so we can have this conversation. What do you think about Ghana's vaccine mandate? And I'm going to go is that, I have a here. Benjamin says, but the vaccine has never been work in the first place. So what is actually okay? So Benjamin said the vaccines on the market proven beyond all doubt. So what is the point of mandating everybody to get vaccinated? I think that's a good question. Waiting to come in here to share your opinion before I go off on a tangent. We're going to answer these questions. So Jen says that's a good idea. People in Ghana cannot afford health care and thinks that it would be great for the government, do that to protect. And Benjamin is also saying that he doesn't think the vaccine. So what is the point? Now, if you come in here, I have dropped a link in the comment section, so you can just go there, click on that link. You can come up stage and join me. We'll see your face. Everybody that's watching, we would love to hear from you. Benjamin, if you're watching and you want to come up, you actually can have this conversation. It's been a rough couple of days on the Ghanaian internet. It's been a rough days because there's been so many arguments, there's been so many opinions, there's been a whole bunch of things. So I have somebody joining now. Let me see who it is, and I'm gonna allow them inside the room. Oh, Norky is perfect. Okay. Hi, Norky. Hello. How are you doing? Mic is off. Your mic is off.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I didn't realize. I just turned it on. Can you hear me now? Okay, perfect. I'm good. I'm actually here for the controversy. So what's happening?
Yes. So today the controversy is that December in Ghana, but Ghana says if you're not vaccinated, don't come to Ghana. So we're asking opinions. what do you think about this whole, no vaccine, no entry thing? Are you vaccinated? Like,
I
what do you
mean,
think about this?
personally, I haven't vaccinated, but that's not
Hmm.
because I'm against taking the vaccine. I just feel like I haven't had the opportunity to do it, but I'm actually open to the idea of having it done. But I just feel like that decision, I think, give or take, I think it's for the betterment of everybody else, since
Hmm.
there's a new variant and we need to protect everybody. So I think it's for the betterment of everybody.
Right. But do you think it's going to affect like the
So we are
the
going to
the whole
call.
Ghana thing? Because oh, it's fine. It happens. We're on live, so
I
anything can
know.
happen.
I know.
I think, yeah, yeah. So do you think this has changed people's minds from coming to Ghana, or because Ghana
No,
is
I
the
think they
Africa
should still come.
December,
I mean, if they still, I think they should still come, unless of course people have like their personal reasons for not taking the vaccine. Then that's entirely up to them. But if you want to come and have a dirty December, then I really don't see why there should be a problem with you like taking. Because I think some people are still open to the idea because it's like they've already bought their ticket, and the only way to get into the country is to get vaccinated.
is to get
So if you
the
don't want to
vaccine.
come,
But
then
then
you
in
just
that
don't
case,
do
do
it
you
and you
feel
don't
like
come.
being forced to do it then?
I don't think it's painful. I just feel like the numbers are going up
I
again, and so we need to do
think that
what it takes
because I
to
already bought
protect.
like ticket for thousands of
But
dollars,
they still have the decision not to come. Do
you
you
think
get
they're
it? You can
forcing
always
it? Like, does it feel
no.
like
I
they're
think
forcing people to do it?
no. I think they still have the decision to come or not. It's not really nobody's putting a gun to anybody's head. Do you get it? It's just a decision that the government has taken that whoever is going to come into the country, because we all know that Ghana is now a destination country. People want to come and have a good time. So if you want to come, I want to protect my citizens. So
You
it
have to
just,
do it.
take that second layer of, staying safe and just get vaccinated, because that's the only way that you would come. So it's not just about taking the COVID test now. Just get vaccinated so we know that. Because for me last year, I
Right.
got the COVID, right? And that was someone that had come from the
Yeah, yeah,
States
you did.
into
You did
the
get
country.
COVID. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
and I was exposed to someone that
Right.
came down in December who had the COVID and transferred it to me, and I had it.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like even with this one, I feel like people are still going to, find their way.
Wow.
People at the airport
You
will
guys
still
knew
find
her.
their
She
way
was
to
out
bring
for
people
a
in.
really long time.
Yeah,
She was out for a
yeah,
really long time. I remember that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Well,
So
somebody
that
has a
happened.
message for Key. Karen Peters wants to know. She said, and Worky, are Ghanaian brothers and sisters aware of the testing the US has done on Black people here as well as there? So she's asking that, are we aware that they were testing certain medicines on African people as well?
Well, I mean, when it comes to that,
Did you ever hear
I've
about it?
actually I've heard of it like online, and I've seen blogs talk about it. But all I'm saying is this, I get it that a lot of people wouldn't, agree to why the government is actually now, as you would put it, forcing people to take the vaccine, right? But I'm just saying this. I mean, we all
Right.
know. I mean, the theory is going everywhere. Like blacks are being tested for the COVID, blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, like even I don't know if you've heard this, but Nigeria is also saying that since they've been put on the red list
Yes.
by
I saw it
they're also not going to
today.
allow these countries, Canada, the
To fly
UK,
to
and
their
then
camp.
Saudi
Yeah,
Arabia to fly
I
into.
heard
Do you
that.
get it? So it's like now people are doing what is going to take to also improve the economy. So if you're going to come and then we are going to have high numbers of people having COVID, then I think the safe thing to do is to just put these like precautions in place to protect everybody else. That's my stand on it, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
Other
some of these
things in the
COVID tests are
past
just fake,
with
man.
diseases
Some
and
of the COVID tests
illnesses
are
that
just
can't be
fake.
cured. Sorry, you were saying?
I'm saying some of the COVID tests are just fake. Like, nah.
Yeah,
People are charging, people are
they're
paying.
fake, right?
They
Right,
come
they're
into the
not good.
country
Yeah,
and yeah, so that's my
Karen.
take on
So
it.
to answer your question, yes, I am aware of the experiments that were conducted on Black people in the U.S. The most famous one being the Tuskegee experiment with the syphilis and all of that. So we're not so far removed from that. And then there's always been this, conspiracy theory that they bring the bad drugs and stuff to Africa. So we understand that.
Yeah.
Like we know that. I think we're aware that this
Yeah.
whole theory has been there before. So we are aware. If that's the question, we are
Yeah,
aware.
and I mean, no one is saying that they need to get here to take the vaccine. They can just have it in their country.
Benjamin is saying that means it has never been proven. Yeah. No, Naki, go ahead.
No, what I was saying was that, and also to take the vaccine, you are not, no one is saying come to Ghana to take it. So if wherever country you are at, just take the vaccine and then you just come. That's it. So if they send down the, like not the good like vaccines to
Right,
Ghana,
right,
you
right,
can
right.
have your vaccination done in your country.
Not a good ones over here. Okay, yes. If you don't trust the African vaccine, you
Yeah,
can
you
do the
can
one
have
in
it
your
yourself.
country. I think the
Yeah.
resistance right now is what Benjamin is saying, that because it's so new, the COVID vaccine is so new, people are just not sure that it
Yeah.
works. So they're
Yeah.
like, in that case, why should I get it? But here, I want you guys to answer this question for me. Like, what if you don't get the vaccine? What is the solution? And my other question to everybody is, how different is it from the yellow fever vaccination? Because if you
Ooh.
don't have a yellow fever vaccination, you can't come into
You
Ghana
can
anyway,
travel.
and you can go to a lot of
Yeah.
African countries if you
Countries.
don't
Yeah.
have certain vaccinations. So how
Yeah.
different is the yellow fever vaccination that we all have taken? Because anybody that's ever been through Kotoka has taken yellow fever vaccine,
Yellow
right?
fever.
How different
Yeah.
is yellow fever from the COVID vaccine? Why are we okay with getting the yellow fever vaccine, but we're not okay with getting the COVID vaccine? I want some of you in the comment section to answer this for me. I'm
Mm.
fully vaccinated to the booster in October. I mean, in London, you guys were really beaten by this COVID. So I know a lot of you
I
already
know.
got your shots and stuff. Right. Remember, like when London was like burning and everybody in the world was,
Yeah.
yeah. Karen says they told us here in the US that specifically African people were going to fall dead in the streets like flies. That was Melinda Gates. I remember. I will never forgive her for that. She
Wow.
said, "Why
I
are
didn't
we
hear of that.
okay with the US providing vaccines for us?" Oh, you didn't hear about that? She said
No,
she
I had
sees
no idea.
Africans lying in the streets like flies. She was projecting that we're going to
What?
die. Yeah. Hi,
God
Brian.
punish her.
Yes.
What's up? What's up?
Hi.
Norky, I can't laugh. Hi, Brian. Hi, I have Norky on. Hi. So,
How are you?
Brian, so happy to have you here with us for this conversation today.
Thank you
It's a
so much.
lot of talk going on in the comment section. Let me see if I can read some of these things and then we'll continue.
Let me just.
Of course, no worries. I'm happy that you're here. Karen says that due to COVID, I can't read this, Karen. Because of the registered deaths and illnesses after the vaccine was taken, um, Africa is a safer space for melanated people. Why are we okay with the US providing vaccines for us? So, Brian, the the bone of contention today is about the vaccine, the mandatory vaccine that Ghana is imposing on all travelers coming in from today. Today is when it went live. So today, everybody in the
Yeah.
airport needs to show. Brian, why are you laughing? Needs to show a
The- the-
vaccine card before they can get into Ghana. What do you think about it, like Brian? Like, what do you think about it? What is your opinion on this matter?
so, my opinion, that's a scary question. I personally, I'll put it out there. Personally, I did not want to get the vaccine. I had no interest in it. I held off for as long as possible. And then I
Mm-hmm.
counted out exactly 21 days before I left to move here to get to start the vaccine process. I got the Pfizer, and it's the 2-shot cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want to do it. I didn't want to do it,
Right.
but I knew that between all the COVID testing to leave and then to get here, you have to take the test. I was like, it's better to be safe than sorry, and I didn't want to come here and be restricted to from what I could do in living my best life
Right.
because of a vaccine. But I did not want it. So then, like a couple days ago in New York, Mayor de Blasio just made, I believe, New York City is a mandatory vaccine. And I was like, wow, that's heavy. I understand why
For a
Ghana would
minute. Oh, she's back.
impose
Okay.
that.
Yeah, Brian, go ahead. Yeah.
I I understand why Ghana would set that up. I do think a little bit of a heads up would have been nice. I can see how some people are like, "Whoa,
Thank you.
you can't
Thank
just
you.
like you go to
Seriously.
sleep one night and you wake up the next morning and it's like, yeah, so you got to get this done." And I
I
personally,
know. No,
so
seriously.
that was fast. That was fast with let me say this: I don't keep up on the news, so there could have been some stuff in the news saying, "Hey, this is coming," but I don't know. It seemed pretty, you know, a pretty quick call. So I understand why
Sudden.
people don't want to do it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Huh.
and
So, Cicely G, you're saying it's not today, it's Tuesday. Well, actually, if you look in the press release, Ministry of Health, the date that I'm looking at it again right now, so I can put the right and proper information out there. The date they gave that this is going to effect is the 12th of December, and today's the 12th of December. So it's going, how do you call it? It's going to effect today. So everybody that drops a to go through it. So here's the question in the comment section. They said it felt like a sucker punch. I think what everybody's saying is that why didn't they tell maybe in October or November that if you're to Ghana, make sure you're vaccinated so people could have done it earlier? But why would they wait till really like 2 weeks into like 2 weeks in birth, or even 1 week into December to tell you that, hey, listen, don't come? Do you guys think something is going on and that's panicking to do that? Or
Well, Nana, if I could just say something.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but the new variant. It was just last month, so it couldn't have been in October, and I feel that's the reason why this has been implemented, because the Omicron was just last month, just a few weeks ago. So what is in October? Do you get it? So then, of course, I do understand. Like, yes, like the notice is very
Yeah.
limited, but I feel like the
Yeah. Okay.
decision, came about as a result of the new variant.
I I agree with that. And I wasn't
Yeah,
here
because of the
for
new
obviously.
variant keeps coming into the country. That's why they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I see that to be. I can see that being the case, and I don't know what the official numbers are, but I've heard that over 200,000
Oh,
visas
Brian, we
for
can't hear
December.
you. Your internet. You keep going in and out.
Okay, I'll log out and log back in.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, log back in. I think your internet is going in and out. So Brian will join us again. But I want to take some of the messages. Karen says, why do we trust Obroni with our health and wellness? Oh my God. Apologies, brothers and sisters. I do not understand why we trust these people. Please, someone help me with this. But Karen, why do you think it's Obroni though? Like, because when I'm seeing WHO, the leader of the WHO is not a white man. So why are we like making this why is it a black and white issue? Like what is it? You know, because I feel like the distrust that we naturally have for white people, which, you know, is there, we're extending it to this conversation of the vaccine. But are we 100% convinced that these vaccines have been given to us for free by white people? Because from where we are in Ghana, we didn't see like a free thing. It wasn't donated. Our Ministry of Health actually had to go purchase it. Right,
Yeah, we had to
Nweki, did you
purchase
hear
it.
that
Yeah, it was purchased.
controversy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to go purchase it. So what is the correlation between oh, it's a white man's medicine and us taking it? Someone is also saying, Giddy is saying, take it up and call grandma for some African recipe of curing poison in your body. Okay, so that was meant to be funny because that's literally funny. Um, Cicely says a new press release came out today. Okay, Cicely, thank you very much for that information. I will check it out because I always want to, you know, put out the right information there. Ifia from no, Benjamin says everybody should detox with herbs. But Benjamin, you know it's a virus, right? And like scientifically, like viruses don't even have cures. You know, so if you say treat with herbs, I don't know if that's the right direction to go. But what exactly are you talking about detoxing? I want you to explain that point to us. If you are from London, number one, the yellow fever vaccine has been around for many years. Two, COVID-19 vaccine was cooked up in a few months. Three, COVID-19 vaccine has not completed the full pharmaceutical testing. Okay. Belinda Day says people really don't want to take the vaccine. For real, it would definitely get to a time this is going to become an obligatory requirement for a lot of things. I mean, there'll be no choice to make at that point. I think that's what she's trying to say. And Karen said the companies are getting paid to produce the vaccine. So I agree with all of your points. I'm going to get Brian in right now, and I just want us to iron some things as well. I think it would be great to get different perspective. Okay, Brian, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome
Um,
back, Brian.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what were you saying? Yeah, what were you saying about the new variant and stuff? You were saying something before you went off. Yeah.
So I heard about the new variant, and I haven't followed it closely, but I believe that is one cause why this was put into place so quickly. And I also believe, I don't know what the exact numbers are for all the visitors coming for December, but I've heard up to 200,000 visas were being distributed
Yeah,
for this month.
that's true. Yeah.
And I know from being in America when this all started, I know that they're saying travelers have a lot to do with the spread of this. It's not, and I am
Of
obviously
course.
not a
Yeah.
doctor. I don't know any
Community
facts. So
transmission. Yeah.
nobody, but so I understand why they're saying, listen, this could quickly turn into uh,
Problem.
a blank show. And it's also, to me, it's questionable because I haven't seen the advertisements and the promotion to get vaccinated in Ghana. Obviously, we're going to
Mm,
America, but I haven't seen it much here. Like I can't say that I've seen, and I've between Kumasi and Accra, all the driving. I haven't seen the promotion to get vaccinated. So for it to last minute be put into place, it's like, well, where do we go?
yeah. No,
What
you're
are
absolutely right.
the,
I haven't either.
whereas in America, every CVS, every Walgreens, every 7-Eleven, you can
Yeah.
buy a
I
card.
understand what you're saying. They're mostly tackling travelers now. people coming into the country, not necessarily citizens that are already in the country.
Mm-hmm. So, but I was enjoying the comments you were reading. Those so some points of view in there.
Ooh, the internet. Oh man, Brian was making such a good point. But hey, stop. So yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Brian. I can hear you.
No, so I was saying
I know they keep coming.
it's
Guys, give me 1 second. But go ahead. Go ahead, Brian. Keep talking.
it seems a little quick in transparency. That's the thing I keep thinking about,
Okay.
transparency.
Yes.
Because
Sorry
this
about
is
that.
so
So yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You're talking about the advertising.
yes, I haven't seen the promotion, the advertising to encourage people to get vaccinated. And so for them to last minute say, hey, everybody needs to be vaccinated to go and come, it's like, well, what's the process? I don't know if people know that some vaccines you have to take, it's a 2-shot and it's 21 days in between getting it. And
Yeah.
then, like somebody was saying,
In
there are
between.
side
Right.
effects.
Right.
There are side effects to the shot. There's some people. My brother got it, and he said he was sick for a day and a half. Some people get it. I got it, and that
Yeah.
got absolutely no side effects. So there's a lot of things that if the
Yeah.
information, if
It could
transparency,
happen.
you know, that means a lot.
Yeah.
No, no,
Okay.
but
I'm gonna read.
you know
Yeah,
that
Norky, go ahead.
I was just thinking about it. You realize that the Ghana government actually came out to take a stance, for the vaccination after Nigeria was put on the red list, right? And so I think it was just like a
Yes.
precautionary measure so that we are not placed on there. Because what would have happened was that if we were placed on the red list,
Mm,
then nobody was going to come into the country because UK was going to ban like their citizens from coming to, have a good time during this festive season. And there are a lot of resources that have been actually like put in place to ensure that, like, in terms of like us having like a good economy, to ensure these people come into the country.
right.
So rather than waiting for us to be put on the red list, then let's actually let like the Western world know that we're actually taking measures to ensure that
Preventative. Yeah. 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 I want to ask people watching right now. I want to
everybody's
ask you guys a
safe
question.
and
Last November in Ghana, right? Um, yeah, last November in Ghana, and last December in Ghana, there were a lot of people that came into Ghana, and this was in the middle of COVID, right? People came to Ghana, and when they left
yeah.
in January, there was a devastation in Ghana. Like, I don't know if you
Can you
guys
hear me, guys?
remember this. Yeah, yeah, we can hear you. There was a devastation in Ghana. There were a lot of people got sick, and like the health system was like overwhelmed. The president came out, gave an address, and he was panicking. We were all panicking. That was in January of this year. So I guess the health service, that they don't want a repeat of that, because I feel like a lot of you right now in the comment section are not in Ghana. You guys don't live in Ghana, and you're taking it from a place of, I don't have to take it, which is true. You don't have to take it. It's a personal choice, it's a personal decision. But if you're coming to a country where we don't have the same resources and hospitals that you guys have out there, we don't have ventilators, and we don't have ICU beds, and we don't have all these things. We don't have doctors and nurses, and we don't have a lot of the things that you guys have access to over there. Don't you think it's a little selfish for you to say that if y'all don't let me in, then F y'all? Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to take the vaccine, but you guys still have to let me in anyway. You understand what I mean? We don't have these things. So I'm just asking, don't you guys feel like the Ghana government has a point, regardless of how you feel about the vaccines itself? they are taking stands to protect people. Don't you think the Ghana government has a point? That's what I want us to, talk about right now. Brian, what do you think? Like, is
That
this a preventative measure? Do you think it's restrictive? Like, what is it?
I see. I understand that point completely, and I agree with that. I wasn't here in. I've been here a month. For all the people watching, I've been in Ghana for a month and a week. So my point of view here is very rookie, and but I do understand the medical system here is not as I won't say as advanced. It's not able to take the rush and the backlash from an outbreak the way the healthcare system in America is. So, as a precautionary method, I
Yeah,
understand that, like, to take care of your citizens who don't have all the opportunities that are available overseas, it's a rough, hairy decision to make, but to protect the people here, if that's what
right,
happened in November, in December and January, because there's a 2 week period from sitting and watching this play out all last year in America. There's a 2 week delay. Like, you can see the visitors come and go, and nobody has any outbreaks until they
yeah,
leave, and then you start to see the backlash from it, and they're not here to deal with that. It's one thing if it happens immediately and then everybody's
right,
in that pot together.
right. We
So,
have to exactly. Yeah, yeah.
and now I understand when
Let me
somebody
read
says,
some
well,
of
I
these
don't.
messages because it's getting really spicy in the comments right now.
Oh boy.
Ifya says, okay, Brian, go ahead, finish. Yeah,
No, I understand why some people are like, don't make that decision for me. But when you do take into account, it's bigger than all of us in the sense that the healthcare workers are affected major by this. The impact that this has on the 911, the emergency medical system, it's it's way deeper than
right
them
here.
saying you
Yes,
took my right to choose away. I do believe that in 5 years, like, I haven't gotten a flu vaccine in over 15 years. I have not had a flu vaccine. And I don't really know and understand the difference. So who's to say in 15 years we won't have that right back where it's like, listen, you
right.
choose if you want it or not. That's just my non-doctor point of view.
Okay, all right. So Ifya says it is experimental. Take it by choice, not by force. The vaccine does not stop you from getting or passing on COVID. I have sadly canceled my January 2020 Ghana trip. I am slightly like sad about that, but I also like that you're taking a stand for yourself. I guess we're all entitled to. Karen says the pharmaceutical companies are owned and operated by the government. It is one of the biggest industry in the U.S. This is true. We
Mhm.
know big pharma. Pack says, I know when you come, you have to take yellow fever shot. Yes, that's one of the arguments that I'm putting up. So are you going to take both? If you have both at the airport, I want to know. Okay, Pat. So to answer your question, you have to get a yellow fever shot before you can be allowed to get into Ghana. Um, I don't know that they give it, but I have seen posters at the airport where they say yellow fever. So I'm assuming you can get a. But if you're not vaccinated, you're not going to allow you to get on. Stream that just went off for a second there. I don't know what happened. Thank you guys for still staying with us over here. Yes, I'm gonna add everybody back onto the stream. Sorry guys, I went off for a minute there. Really, really sorry about that, but we're back. It's like a lot of messages are coming through here. I think some people are actually emailing me. You don't have to email, just send it straight on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now, so you can bring it out here. What am I looking at? Okay, let me read some of these messages because oh my God. Karen. Okay, I'm gonna read your comments. Okay, Pat. So, like I was saying, you could get the yellow fever shot before you come to Ghana or when you get to Ghana. But for the COVID vaccine, it's only available for Ghanaians, right? So, if you're not Ghanaian, first of all, if you're coming, let's say from Europe or you're coming from, let's say Denmark or somewhere, the airline like KLM is responsible for checking that everybody that's coming to Ghana has a vaccine card. If they don't check and you get to Ghana, they will fine the airport. They'll fine the airline $3,500. So you're not gonna make it to Ghana without a vaccine card. It's not. Get it wherever you are before you get here. You can get it when you come to Ghana. It doesn't work that way. So IFWA says, I do understand that doctors and scientists say the vaccine reduces transmission and severity of illness. And Karen says there are only 2 countries on the planet allowed to promote prescription drugs, and that the USA is part of it. Cicely says, by the way, the WHO has cautioned countries about mandating because it creates mistrust, and it does not work. Like Brian was saying, Brian was saying that it feels like it was too sudden, which I agree with him as well, because like it creates a little panic. You know, Henry says, actually, so Brian, this is to your question. Henry says that the Ghana Health Service has declared December as a vaccination.
Hope she comes back. And this is interesting. Very interesting. I think that's her internet, not mine this time. I don't know if I'm still here. Juliana. How many days before we left did we have to get the yellow fever vaccine? Was there an actual, or you just said we had to have the yellow fever and told us about the COVID test?
The government is coming to get us. I'm joking. That's not true. I don't know why. I was watching Netflix. The internet was perfect. The moment we start talking about the internet is going in and out, but stay with me. Stay with me. We're going for another 20 minutes. So stay with me. Even if I go in, I'll switch to another network and I'll be right back in here. Let's take some messages. Okay, guys, let me ask this question. If Africans, right? If African scientists came together to create a vaccine, would you guys take it? Brian, what do you think? Do you think people would trust it more if African scientists like created a vaccine?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Because all I'm seeing over here in the comments is enemy, and I don't trust them, and I don't trust them, and we know who them are. So I'm saying if African doctors or research scientists came together to create a vaccine, will you guys be more open to taking it?
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the lead scientist in developing this vaccine and the final components, because if I remember correctly, because coronavirus is a virus that has been around, there was already study going on for a vaccine possible. And I believe the lead scientist on this is a Black female, is a sister.
Yeah. She's from Brooklyn, I think. Yeah, you're right.
Yay. So
yeah.
that, taking that into account, and now if there was a African vaccine that was built and studied and developed here in Africa, as much as I hate pharmaceutical companies, I don't know what's going on in the comments, but I am so anti-big pharma. I'm so anti-medicine. I don't want to take Advil. I won't take the shot. Was strictly to make sure I could come here. That was more important to me than anything else. I'll deal with the vaccine and side effects to come to Ghana. To me, Ghana's way more important. This trip has been way more important. This transition is way more important than a temporary side effect from a vaccine. That being said,
so you would take it.
I would have felt better about it if it was a pro-Black vaccine, which I don't even know if that exists, but I like the sound of it.
Okay.
I feel like that would encourage people.
Okay. Yeah. So I think people in the comments are saying that they're pretty much saying the same thing that you're saying. But you know, some of you, your comments that you're bringing, YouTube is like restricting them. But I'm going to go ahead and show it just for conversation's sake. But you guys, like, you know what I mean. Let the tempest come down a little bit because I don't want you guys to be. But you can click on the link that I put in there. I'm going to drop it again. If you want to come up and say something, please come up and say something. Ghana's government's priority is to protect its citizens, not to pander to people in the diaspora. Okay, Kofi says, yes, the government has a duty to protect. Karen says, they literally want Black people to die. It's called population control. Has anybody died from the vaccine yet, Karen? Give me some, drop me a link or something, because I've heard this a lot, but I haven't seen any numbers. So drop me a link if people are dying from the vaccine. I'd like to know. I'm yet to see it though. Cicely says the government has a right to, but it doesn't have to force it in the way that is severe and punitive, because it feels like a punishment, right? It almost feels like you had this whole time to get vaccinated, but you did not. So guess what? Your Christmas plans are canceled. I guess, you know, Melanie says they are mad that we're the least vaccinated. If 98% of people survive COVID, why do we need a vaccine? Yeah, told me, no, I will not buckle. It's a setup. Please, family, take heed. Okay. All right. Ifya says not saying that at all. The government, of course, has a point. Not sure how wise. I heard a line from doctor from South Africa today saying there's no sign of Omicron being deadly at the moment. Kofi says the poor nurses are bearing the brunt. So do you guys not believe in COVID? Is that what I'm supposed supposed to get from this? Like, you guys, some of you don't believe it's a thing, or you don't believe that if you have a high recovery rate. But what if you become part of the 2% then? If not, or like we're like, what is going on? Do we not believe in it at this point, or what is it? Okay. Someone said, I don't mind the yellow fever shot, but no more for me on the jab. If you have the yellow fever, you want to enter, you can do that. I'm not against vaccines. Okay, so some people are saying if African scientists develop the vaccine, they would take it. So I think it's a thing of mistrust. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay. The president got paid. Okay, we're not going to be reading that one.
That's why the internet keeps going out.
Takesha. Oh, Takesha, nice to have you here. Takesha is like my sister. She said, Ghana was my escape from Babylon and the one world order. I'm very discouraged by the mandate. I know. Someone said Ghana was my escape too, but I guess it's the Caribbean for me. Brian, you should take over. You have stable. How dare you, Henry? Henry says Brian's connection is stable than I am. Henry.
If I do that, she'll
Karen
lose
says I'm
her.
okay with the mandate if what Ghana has. Lovely Africa says I'm going to Senegal. I have land in Takoradi beachfront. I'm going to sell my land. I'm going to Senegal. Whoa. Let's take it easy. Let's not. That's a little
Wow,
extreme. Lovely Africa. No,
is
please.
that deep then?
I have a question.
Go ahead, Brian.
So
Go ahead,
there's
Brian.
all this talk about the vaccine, but like you said, what is the mortality rate of getting the vaccine? Why? I understand, because I am not for the vaccine. I'll say that as many times as possible. But when you weigh the pros and the cons,
Right.
has there been any con that's that devastating to say, first of all, don't sell your land, but like to even cancel a trip? Like, I haven't seen
Don't
any
sell your
evidence.
land. Don't ever do that. No matter what is happening in the world, don't sell your land. Please.
That's drastic. So yeah, I don't
Oh,
see. I
Brian.
don't.
Brian, like your internet is stuck, but the face that you're making is hilarious, man.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so go ahead,
You
Brian.
know
Go
what?
ahead. Try it again.
Nana,
Try it again.
you know what COVID reminds me of? Like polio. You know, like growing up, once
What?
you're born, like you just get the shot. I don't know if any of you have had the polio shot, but I feel like COVID has come to stay, and we all need to like adjust ourselves to the fact that it's here to stay with us. Just like
A polio shot?
was it a chicken pox? Chicken pox. We
Right.
had like what you take the yellow fever. We have polio. Now we have COVID. So I think for us, I don't know about I mean the Western world, but here
Yeah.
in Ghana, I remember when I was
Nwati, can
little,
you,
we had like
if you don't
we
mind,
had personnel.
yeah. Okay, keep talking.
We had like polio personnel like going around, and then they'll give you like the polio shot. So yeah. So that's what like these conversations remind me of, like Charlie.
Okay, but round giving the kids the shots. Yeah. So guys, lovely Africa, like Brian was saying, like please don't sell your land. Like let's take it easy for a bit right there. I know tempers are really high and everybody's a little bit in shock that we would do this, but I also want you guys to like really, really, really think about the people of Ghana. You know, the people.
I think I don't know if we lost her or not, But I agree with what she's saying. What's it being a precautionary method for the citizens here who don't have the freedom and the ease to get to medical attention, that has a lot to do with it. So, and if vaccines aren't readily available here, you have to take every precaution so that the people that are coming aren't going to make it worse for us. And I feel happy saying us because I'm here. But I see it as that. It's a precautionary, like, hey,
I'm
better to be
still
safe than
here.
sorry.
Today is today. It's a lot of activity here, so bear with us as we go in and out. Got an internet being cooperative this evening. Brian is back. Keith is also coming back. Let's have this conversation on. We have about 15 more minutes to go, so drop your questions, your opinions. Karen is saying that, why do we trust white people? I mean, I don't know how we're supposed to answer this question because does Africa have
You
to
know,
create its own vaccines? I mean, I feel like we that. We have the scientists. Do we have the backing? Do we have the funding to come up with that? And would they come up with anything different than an mRNA vaccine? Would they up with anything superior? Would they come up with something that you will trust? Or do you just want the people who are involved in it to be all black? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what difference is it going to make for you personally? I want to hear that, you know. Benjamin said, but I want to make that trip to Ghana to break the cycle. Well, I don't know what you're going to do, Benjamin. It looks like you believe in natural, you're like a natural, healing person. So you don't believe in chemicals anyway. So this might be a thing for you. But if you were going to come to Ghana, you were still going to have to take the yellow fever vaccine anyway. So my point is that no matter how you cut and slice it, there was going to be a vaccine that you're going to take. You know what I mean? I get the resistance to the COVID vaccine and all of that, but this is not new. This is not new. Countries have been when before I left, when I was a teenager, before I left to go to America. And Brian, I don't know if you're aware of this, but if you're from Africa and you actually are going to America, you have to take all the vaccines, and even the ones that you already took as a child. Some of them you have to go get a top up. I remember I was in school, I was in college, and my advisor pulled me out of the class, and he's like, "Some of your titers are low MMR. You need to go and get it, or else we're locking you out of the class." And I had to actually go and get a top up of a measles, mumps, and rubella shot in America before I was allowed back into my classroom. You understand? So I'm just saying that vaccine mandates have never been anything new. I get that you guys are, scared about this one, or you feel like you're being put under some sort of pressure. But what about the citizens of Ghana, though? Are we not thinking about that? What about the
I
citizens of Ghana? When you
I
come for the few weeks and you leave, and God forbid you bring COVID back to them, and we don't have the medicines, and we don't have the nurses, and we don't have the hospital beds. What about the citizens of Ghana?
very true.
No,
I
no,
What
and that's
about
what I've
that,
been
guys?
saying. Like that's the
What do
point I've
you
been
what do you
making.
think
That
about it?
at the end of the day, we need to also
Norki,
like think
somebody says they
about.
would like to hear your thoughts about this because you got COVID last December from the travelers that you were with.
Yeah.
you so you were saying you got she was saying you got
Nana.
COVID last.
Yeah. Yes. I wanted to. Can you complete your question?
Yeah, she was saying she wanted to hear your point of view because you had COVID last December and had gone through the process here.
Yeah, I
So
did. I did express my view at the beginning, and when I joined, because I'm actually for the fact that the government has implemented, this just to ensure that whoever is going to come into the country during December is, fully vaccinated and its citizens are safe. Because I feel like Me, for instance, I got COVID from a diasporan. I went for a party. This person came from the US, and this apparently he had the what's it called? He took the COVID test, but you get to that the COVID test, you can never like really 100% what's it called, like trust that it's genuine. People actually like fake it. You just have to pay someone money at the airport,
Mm-hmm.
and then you are given a fake result. You get it, and that's how I got COVID. You understand? So I don't really believe that just having the COVID test alone is enough, because I had COVID
Mm-hmm.
last December. So I feel this measure that the government has implemented, for me, is great, because rather than us being on the red list, I feel like this is the best way to still have some people that still want to come to Ghana amidst this, new implementation, should still be able to come. You get, and not having other like Western countries putting us on a red list and preventing their citizens from coming in, because that is definitely going to affect our economy. So that's my stand on it. Yeah.
I agree with you on that for sure. My question, one of my questions would be for those of us, because I believe in natural medicine way more than I believe in vaccines, and I believe in a healthy lifestyle more than I believe in a vaccine. So this being a virus, I believe that the discipline it takes to make healthy choices throughout your life, so that when things like this come up, you have a better immune system to fight it. Now, that's not to say that if you're healthy, you're not going to get you won't get COVID, because all COVID is real. There've been a lot of, and I'll say it's real in the sense that people are dying for questionable reasons. Is it 100% COVID related, or is it side effects from getting COVID that made other things in your life that were not the best, take its toll on you? Who knows?
Yeah, I do
But
agree with you on that. Yeah, like, sometimes when it comes to our lifestyle, what we take in, a lot of this is actually determine the severity of how COVID can affect your body. You get it? Luckily for me, I mean, I was still able to, what's it called? I was still able to smell. I still had like a sense of smell. It wasn't as bad as people that couldn't like smell, that couldn't. I just couldn't taste food. But
mhm,
my situation wasn't like the worst, but it was still a terrible
mhm,
experience I had. So I can only imagine, what those who actually lost their lives, what they actually had to go through to get to a
mhm,
point where they couldn't recover from it. And so I wouldn't actually wish it on anybody. It's a terrible thing. My sister got it. My mom got it because I was living with them. They get it. And when I didn't even realize I had it until everybody in the house started
mhm,
like showing symptoms of getting, and then we had to get ourselves tested. And I knew where I got it from. You get it.
mhm.
So even though sometimes you want to go out of your way to, like prevent yourself from getting it, it's the actions of others. Because you are protecting yourself, but somebody else is not as careful and is careless, and then spreads it to everybody else around them.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was born with asthma. I struggled with it a lot growing up in New York in the cold weather, and every time I live in the cold, it gets worse. So when COVID hit, and I heard that it was a respiratory virus, I was very cautious at the beginning of isolating, but I was not going to get the vaccine. I was not for it at all until I absolutely had to. I'm telling you, 24 days before I left for Ghana, I got my first shot, and then waited to make sure that I got my second one right before I left, so there were no questions asked and I didn't lose the paper. That's the only reason why I got it. I am not pro pharma at all. I also believe that whatever it is in life, for the people that are saying like they wanted to come to Ghana, or they have land here or anything, if you believe in whatever you believe in, if you really believe in that lifestyle, I feel like that should be stronger than your anti-vaccine. So for me, I believe that no matter, I can eat right, I can stay as healthy as possible, coronavirus or no coronavirus, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be okay. So for those of people that are like, yo, I'm not gonna get a shot and throw my whole trip to Ghana away, I'll say number one, Ghana is way It's too special to do
The
that.
days that I don't have.
Colin,
Oh, Brian,
like people
thank
should
you,
come. Like
very.
December in Ghana
Thank
is
you. Go
lit.
ahead.
You're back.
I was
Yeah,
just
you guys
adding
go
on to
ahead. Go
what
ahead.
Brian
Go
was
ahead.
saying that that Christmas in Ghana is actually like you don't want to miss out on it, and it's just unfortunate that this has been brought up and now people are actually canceling their flights to the country. But I really wish people wouldn't because you're gonna have a great time when you come. Like there are a lot of like events like piled up. Like you're gonna have so much fun that you wouldn't be able to like catch up literally. So it's just I do understand where people are coming from when it comes to like they wish they had known ahead of time so they could have
Mhm.
probably like made a decision whether they're coming or not. But it just so happens that we just had to do it at this point in time, and it sucks. But when you look at like holistically, I feel like it's the best thing that the government could have done, other than us, or rather than us actually
Yeah.
being put on the red list. I still stand by that.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. And I believe that if you're coming to Ghana, you have to expect for the people in the diaspora,
Okay,
if you're
Brian.
coming to Ghana, you have to expect some type of resistance from negative forces. And if this is that, you have to fight through it. Whatever negative experience you have to go through to come to Africa, to come to Ghana, I don't care if it's a vaccine, I don't care if it's whatever it is, Ghana is so worth it. I'm proud to say that it's not a visit for me. That I booked a one-way trip, got rid of what I needed to get rid of in America, and all in. Like I don't have to worry about leaving. But it is worth it's worth the vaccine. As crazy as that might sound, if you have to get the vaccine to come here, it is 100% worth it. She's back.
I agree with you, Brian.
So
And welcome back, Nana.
it looks like she's there, but
It
I
looks
think
like her network is still messing up because it's frozen. Her screen is frozen.
Yeah,
to,
guys.
to me,
I mean, I feel like in all of this, we need to. My paramount concern is for the people of Ghana, right? Because if this vaccine is 20%, if it's 20% effective, as in it prevents death and severe illness. Oh, thank you. I went on a small vacation. Uh, so if we have to think about the people of the network is crazy. I'm gonna have to go off in a few seconds actually, because we already passed that 1 hour mark. This is getting really spicy, but this is as far as we can go. But you guys, I feel like we should wait a little bit. Like, don't cancel your repatriation plans or your Ghana plans or your don't sell your land. Don't do any of that
do it.
right now.
Don't do it.
Like, let's unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until maybe something changes because right now the government is, looking out for the citizens of Ghana and it is trusting the vaccines to work.
I agree with her. Taking into account, for me, it's the elderly people here that are the most affected, at the highest risk. To protect them, I believe, like she said, if it's 20% effective, I don't trust it. I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good. But out of respect to the elderly here, if it'll give them a couple more years that they deserve, I'm for it. It's not gonna kill you, and they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So don't go get it because any other reason but to come to Ghana. I'll say that.
Amen, Brian. Amen. That's all I have to say.
So I don't know if she's gonna come back on. I have to get ready to go as well.
Yeah, I need to go. I need to get off as well.
It was nice meeting you. I hope to meet you in person soon.
Definitely. Are you in Ghana?
I'm in. Yep, I'm in Ghana. I'm in Kumasi,
Kumasi. Oh, great, great, great.
Atasumasu. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna learn how to say it the
Okay.
right way.
Okay. Do you do YouTube?
No, not really. My
You don't?
girlfriend,
Okay.
my wife does. She's a musician,
Okay.
so we post stuff, but I'm not a YouTuber at all. My takes are way too spicy. I get everybody banned and kicked off
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah. That's mine. So you can probably just send me like a message on Instagram.
Okay,
The name on the screen is my name on Instagram. So without a space. So yeah.
got you. Sounds
Yeah. So
good.
nice meeting you.
Same here. Have a safe
And
drive.
bye everyone
Going.
else.
Yep.
Bye.
Enjoy.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to log out, guys, because my internet is not complying with. But we've been here for an hour, so thank you, Brian, for holding it down, man. Like, thank you so much. I'm adding you, Hetty. I'm adding you. Thank you so much for holding it down, Brian. Like, my
No
internet is
problem. No problem.
choppy as hell. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll pick this back up on Sunday, 5 p.m. Again, there'll be a different topic. This is Vlogmas. So I'll be here again on Sunday at 5 p.m. GMT. If you're free, come on, join us. There's been a lot of you going in and out of this live. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up. Brian, I need to come to you. We need to have a conversation on the channel because, like, you're fresh in Ghana. I want to get your initial reaction to what's going on and everything that you've been experiencing so far. So let's talk more.
Let's do it. I love this country, and I've never lived in the country before. So take that how you want to take it.
Okay, I think everybody's off. Harriet, I did say you're late. So I'll see you guys. Bye bye, everyone. Bye 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 bye. Thank you so much. I'll see you again on Sunday, 5